People ask me, does this creek go to the ocean? I mean, they said, where's this creek go? I said, well, you can go to the other side of the world, right through here, you know. This is the beginning of it, you know, or the end.
Been exploring Euhaw Creek, and what can you tell us about your experiences out there? Why were you out there, and what do you remember about it from early on?
Yeah, well, I've been here since I was about 5 years old. Been about here about 50 years, and ventured out in the marsh, collecting, maybe an oyster shell here. Learned how to swim right back here in the creek behind my dad's store when I was a kid, and just crabbed and fished out of this creek, and explored the marshes, the little fiddlers and stuff like that, and over the years, and had a lot of fun. Shrimping, and just a lot of, enjoying the scenery of the place and everything, solitude of it, Do
you remember any adventures when you were a little kid out there, or did you getting out on your own, or?
Well, when I was a kid, we used to have a mudslide back here on the flat that we would play on, kids and boys like to, to be in the mud. It was a big slip and slide experience for us, It was fun. It was, adventurous for us little kids and all, but, that's one of the advantages of having a marsh flat behind your house and creek behind your place. But caught numerous fish, over the years. Caught a lot of shrimp. My father used to fish out of this river and paddle out to the Broad River all the way from right here.
So paddle out there, yeah?
Yeah, when he was a young man. He told me numerous stories about the fish that he would catch and stuff, and the times of paddling and sometimes using a sail. When they would catch the wind right, they'd throw them up a sail to, to venture out, to make the trip a little quicker for them and stuff. But Dad said that there was a black gentleman that used to live up on the hill on the way out, and at night they would go mulleting and stuff, and when they'd come back, he always had a fire going, and my dad said they would stop in and throw some fish, clean them, and leave the, scales on them and stuff, and would throw them on the coals and let them cook. And then they'd eat, right fresh fish right out the river, right out the open fire right there.
When you're talking about mulleting, can you tell? I know that mullet don't go to regular bait. What's involved with mulleting?
Well, it was, as my dad was coming up and all, it was I guess it was almost a staple, always, something they had. And they would even salt them and stuff like that and smoke them.
They use nets?
Oh yes, yeah, they'd use nets to cast to catch the limit and all, catch, what they had. And they survived. Actually, my father told me that they would salt them in a brine, salt brine, in wooden barrels, and they would kind of eat off of them during the wintertime. One way to make ends meet for them and all. They survive out the creek a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of interesting, But, it's always been pretty bountiful of, oysters and fish, and wouldn't even have to go very far, to catch a good mess of fish. Yeah.
So, how's it today? Is it still productive?
Well, it seems like it's pretty well as productive as it was back then. Maybe not as plentiful, the oysters and stuff, and the amount of fish, but we still have a fair supply of them. Yeah, yeah.